Can I help you?
Hello, Patrick. I'm not sure if you remember me.
Yeah, I remember you. From when Franco was in the hospital. You're Ava Jerome. Julian Jerome's your brother. It turns out he's not quite as dead as everybody thought he was.
Yes, that's right. I see you keep up with your current events.
Well, it's not that difficult when your brother plasters a story all over the front page of his own newspaper.
Julian just wanted to clear the air. Let the public know that he is indeed an upright, legitimate citizen.
Right, well, I can't speak for the general public, but I've heard enough about you and your brother to know you're bad news, and I can't think of any reason why you'd need to talk to me, so I'm going to cut this short. I'm getting married in a few hours.
Oh, I know. Yes, that's precisely why I'm here. This wedding is moving rather quickly, isn't it? From what I hear, you've only been engaged a few weeks.
And that's none of your business.
No, probably not. But marriage is such a permanent step. A solemn ceremony in front of friends, family.
If you're looking for an invitation, it's not going to happen.
Oh, no. No, you've misunderstood me. I have no interest in attending your wedding. In fact, I don't think you should be having a wedding at all. Brad!
Why is my wedding any of your concern?
I think you should reconsider, Dr. Drake. I don't think this wedding should happen.
Well, you don't know what you're talking about because you don't know me and you sure as hell don't know Sabrina, so why do you care if we have a wedding?
I don't care, actually. But I have a very good friend that does.
Right, so this is about Carlos, right? Because I know that he works for your family.
We've been friends for a long time, like I said.
Well, is your friend that desperate that he'd send a mobbed-up employee to do his dirty work? I mean, what is it, some kind of veiled threat? I marry Sabrina, I end up with a horse's head in my bed?
Please don't insult me. I'm not here to threaten you. I'm here to help.
Really? Now, what are you going to do to help me?
I can enlighten you. You see, there's something you should know, Dr. Drake. Your wife is alive. Where's...
What did you just say?
Your wife, Robin. She's alive.
Right, so this is about the phone call. Was it you? Your friend Carlos convinced you to try and help him gaslight me? I mean, I know that he's trying to come in between me and Sabrina, but using my dead wife, that is disgusting.
I know what you're talking about.
And it wasn't Robin on the phone call, so it must have been you through all that convenient static. I mean, I gotta say, you kind of did sound like her as much as I could hear, or as little as I could actually hear.
I assure you, I didn't call you pretending to be anybody. It probably was Robin trying to reach you.
Get off my property.
I'm telling you the truth. And Carlos saw her. Carlos saw Robin alive.
So?
Carlos told me he saw your wife in the hospital lab. He even spoke to her.
Carlos didn't know my wife.
He saw her picture when he was here. It's a bit cold. Might I come in?
So let me get this straight. A woman that looked like Robin went up to Carlos and said that she was my wife.
No. She gave him a fake name, actually. Later, he recognized her. He was sure it was Robin. She's a doctor, yes? She was in the lab working when he saw her.
This is exactly why I know Carlos is lying, because if my wife was alive, she wouldn't be in the GH lab. And if Carlos is so concerned, why didn't he man up and come and talk to me himself? Why did he send you?
He didn't send me. He doesn't even know I'm here. I told him to come and speak to you himself, but he said that you wouldn't believe him any more than Sabrina did.
You told Sabrina?
And isn't it interesting that she didn't tell you?
No. It's not, because she knows Carlos is lying just like I do.
Or maybe there's a little part of Sabrina that wonders if it's true. Maybe there's a little part of you that's wondering the same thing, Dr. Drake.
This is ridiculous.
But what if it isn't? What if Carlos really did see your wife?
If Robin was alive, if she was in Port Charles, she would be here with me. She wouldn't be hiding out at General Hospital.
Well, can you say that for sure? Well, she's been missing for almost 2 years. Maybe there's a reason she stayed away.
She's not... She didn't stay away, okay? She's gone.
Are you sure?
Why are you doing this?
Well, I'm doing this because I care about Carlos. He loves Sabrina more than anything, and I happen to understand what that feels like. To know in your heart that you belong with someone and that someone wants to be with someone else.
Well, it's very sad, but go project your romantic disappointments on somebody else and leave me and Sabrina out of it.
I don't even know Sabrina. But I know she's making a mistake. Throwing away a man who loves her for some romantic fantasy.
Oh, no, see, me and Sabrina, it's not a fantasy. We're getting married.
Carlos would walk through fire for that woman. I don't know why. But his commitment to her goes a lot deeper than yours appears to.
And you feel qualified to make that observation based on a 10-minute acquaintance?
And Dr. Drake, I'm sure you're a really great guy. But your reaction proves that you are still deeply in love with your wife and therefore should not be gearing up to marry somebody else. Carlos can be with the woman he loves. And maybe so can you.
I already am. I've had enough. Leave. And tell Carlos to stay the hell away from me and Sabrina.
I wouldn't be too quick to get married unless you know for sure. If there's even the slightest chance that Robin's alive, wouldn't you want to know?